Da 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 da.
Happy Monday.
This week, I was just having another moment where I was feeling kind of disconnected, just going through the routines. I was like, man, what's the missing link? So I just paused, and I just felt the Holy Spirit just speak to me about being still. And I think that Selah theme that we're on with our church is still so relevant for us today in this very moment. We need to stop, consider, and actually refocus and put our trust in God. And just, I think about the Western world, and we're so busy with our phones, with so many things in life. Busyness actually kind of drowns out the influence, often I see, of the Holy Spirit in my life. And I just noticed I need to stop, pause, Selah, and just refocus, recalibrate on God's goodness and the Holy Spirit. I want to read a verse. This is Romans 15:18 through 19. This is Paul saying, he says, bringing the Gentiles to God by my message and by the way I worked among them. They were convinced, this is crazy, by the power of miraculous signs and wonders and by the power of God's Spirit. In this way, I have fully presented the good news of Christ from Jerusalem all the way to Assyria. Friends, I find in my life when I'm striving to do things out of my own effort and not out of the power of the Holy Spirit, I don't fully present or represent the gospel of Jesus through my life. It's actually kind of weakened or dumbed down because I'm relying on my strength and not the strength of the Holy Spirit. I just think if we want to be walking in signs, wonders, and miracles, there has to be some level of obedience in what we do in our actions, but also in spending time in the secret place to focus on His face and not replace Him with other busy actions in our lives. What God can do in 1 minute alone with Him will fuel us for the rest of our days. And I just think that ongoing, infilling presence of the Holy Spirit is what we need to fully present the gospel of Jesus through the power of the Holy Spirit, through miraculous signs and wonders, through us living fully alive, connected with Jesus, and flowing with the power of the Holy Spirit. If we don't have the Holy Spirit in our lives moving through us, we cannot fully present the gospel of Jesus in our lives. Love you all so much. And if you're feeling like, man, I don't know how to work in the Holy Spirit, really simple. There's a verse in Luke 11:13. It says, if then those who are evil, speaking about earthly fathers, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father in heaven, who's a good Father, give the Holy Spirit to those who ask them. Guys, God is a good God. He's a good dad. He does not harm His kids. He's actually looking for opportunities to bless us and give to us. And in that verse, God says He doesn't want to give us financial blessing and all these other things. I think He wants to give us that in some way. But I think first and foremost, God is interested in giving us the Holy Spirit. And friends, from that place of being filled, asking for the Holy Spirit, and moving in power, connected to His voice and His presence, then we can have a tangible, lasting, fruitful impact on the world, that Jesus can have His full reward through our lives. Love you guys. Be blessed today. Stop, pause, Selah, and be provoked to action. This week was sponsored by Celsius, the alternative to Fahrenheit. So much better and way more sweeter.